This is Jonathan Agatha for Pro Boxing Fans here in Bournemouth with Spencer Oliver and Razor Ali. Guys, how are we feeling?
Jonathan, we are feeling good, mate. The sun is shining, the weigh-in's done. Razor can put his weight back on, rehydrate, and put on a massive performance tomorrow night. Can't wait for it, man. It's going to be a great show.
Tell me a bit about the guy standing next to you and how long you've known him.
So I've known Razor now for a while. We've known each other for a couple of years, or a few years really, but I've only got close to him over the last sort of couple of years or so, and I saw his development as a professional. He was boxing under someone else before, and he was boxing like travelling around, learning the trade really, developing well on the small hall shows, etc. And he was done a little bit of Wasserman. He was boxing on their shows for a while, wasn't you? And just caught my eye. He was in our gym, and Kieran, his trainer, Kieran Duffy's a good friend of mine. And I saw it and I thought, you know what, I'd love to be involved in that somehow, you know. And I know that Razor was coming out of contracts and whatnot, and I thought, if you knew his backstory, where he's come from to where he is today and how he's got there, it's the most inspirational story that you'll ever hear from any human being, let alone boxer. And I said I need to try and help him with that. You know, like I've got the experience to be able to manage him, direct him the right way, take the right fights at the right time, and and take him to the top. But, you know, he's got the ability to do that, and he just needs that help and that push. And thankfully now, he signed a contract with Boxer. He's under the Boxer banner, so he's going to be doing this. This is the first stage, really, of many big nights to come. And the dream, I think, Razor, is to be topping the bills at these stadiums. I mean, he's Iranian, and his following is absolutely insane. I mean, this kid has been through it all, man. You don't even realise, you know, the mental stuff that he's been through.
Very briefly touch on it then, because you've told me the story before, but for those that haven't seen it, just tell us how you've got to this position.
Hard work, dedication, and never stop dreaming. That's how I got here, you know. Every day I before go to bed, like, I was dreaming about this. I knew I'm gonna be here today, you know. And I'm blessed, honestly. Like, imagine I got people like Spencer that giving me the right path to walk in, you know. Like, you need this experienced people around you, and not everyone got it. I'm just lucky to have it, and my hard work creates this luck for me, you know. As he said, Spencer, like, he was at the gym seeing me working hard, you know, and he's like, maybe this kid deserves the chance, let me get involved and work with him. So stuff like that just brought me here today, you know, my hard work, and I'm here today.
Listen, he come from Iran, and he come over and he had it tough. He had to come here and seek refuge. You know, he had a terrible life back home. You know, like tragic car crash with your brothers and sisters. Unfortunately, he lost 7 of his brothers and sisters. You know, who burnt in a car crash. Razor was burnt as well. He was the only survivor. And it's just an incredibly powerful story of where he comes from, and he come to this country for help, to better his life, to better his mother's life, you know, to give himself a better opportunity. He come here at 19, was he 19? Never put on a boxing glove in his life. He's now here, he's 26 years of age, and look where he is. Look what he's done.
Yeah, 26 on the 8th of June, man. Right. My last fight on the 25th.
All right, I jumped the gun in a couple of weeks. I apologise for all the females out there that are watching this. So no, the story is incredible, mate. To go through that and to be able to stay strong and to come here and go, you know what, I need to better my family. What am I going to do? I'm going to box. And then just to find that you had a hidden talent there at 19 years of age, and we're talking about like 6 years down the road, he's now 7-0 as a pro. He boxed at West Ham Repton Boxing Club, and like, he's just like, for me, it's like, I'm not very easily impressed, right? I took him on the Talk Sports show with Simon Jordan, and I said, Simon, you got to hear this kid's story. When you hear the story, mate, and I know Simon's the hardest fucker out there, like, he don't melt easily, and Simon was like, once he come on the show and he told him the full story, we've only touched briefly on it, but when he come on that show, Simon was like, wow, mate, what that kid has been through is insane. Like, that shows his mental strength. If he can do that, you know, and overcome what he's overcome, and now get into the boxing ring, this is the easy part, mate. This is the easy part. When he has to bite down his gum shield, and when things get tough, and it will happen, and you know, he may have a fight where he gets caught and he may have to go over or whatever, he'll know how to fucking bite down on that, because then flashbacks come back in your head and you go, this is why I'm here, this is the reason why I'm doing it. And that attracted me to him, because I thought, I've got a kid there that is like, the mental strength, the psychological battle is the hardest part of boxing, not the physical side. He's learning the physical side, but I can't change what's here. He's got that mental strength, and that's what champions are made of.
As well, Spencer, you don't manage too many people. I don't know if you manage anyone else, because you do boxer, talk sport, etc. So you must have seen something where, like you say, you were impressed enough to do this.
It takes a lot of time to manage someone and do them right, because you've got to put in a lot of hours. There's a lot of fucking about. You know what goes on behind the scenes, what people don't see when they see these shows, is the carnage that's going on behind the shows. And I thought, do I really want to invest in that? Not really, because I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I don't need to do that. Don't need to look after people. For me, it's not a financial gain to manage Razor. It's about following the journey. And I'm an ex-fighter myself, and I go, do you know what? I would love this kid to go there and just fucking become, what a story that would be. He becomes world champion. Do you know what I mean? He's just got his British citizenship. He's now can fight for the British title. I mean, the story's insane, man, but I'm a believer. And I think if he was not good enough, I'd say, you know what? Your life's been fucking tough, mate. Like, this is a tough game. So don't go there. Go do something else. You're an intelligent kid. You're a smart kid. But no, I saw something and I went, no, I want to be a part of that journey. You know, I'm a big fan of that. I'm a passionate guy about the sport and about the boxers, and the fact that he was my weight when I was boxing as well. I think, yeah, let's see, you know, you go and pick up those belts that I never got. You know what I mean? My career was cut short through injury. You know, when I was European champion, #2 in the world by all the governing bodies, didn't get the opportunity. So I can live my dream through Razor now.
And Razor, what's your goals? You know, in the sport, and what's the goals this year?
The goals this year is obviously I got the right people behind me to stay active. You know, I'm still tomorrow I'll be 8-0, and I just want to be active. I need experience. You know, I need those rounds in me, like 10 rounds, 8 rounds, 12 rounds, and hopefully I stay busy this year. And then, as Spencer said, I got my British citizenship, so I wanna go get that title, get that strap around my waist, and then what comes for me, I mean, like Spencer was here, he's giving me the options and helping me with the right choices. So that's the future, and obviously I want to be, as he said, I want to dedicate those world titles to Spencer. Say, come on, man, you know, that's yours, man.
It's an incredible fucking inspirational story. I can't tell you, mate, how I'm an emotional guy, so I get invested in people and people's stories. I didn't know his backstory. I saw him in the gym and I thought, this kid works hard. That was the thing that impressed me with him. When I see Kieran, his trainer, and I'm speaking to him, I went, he's fucking like, he's a grafter, this kid, you know. He's come out of nowhere, and I see him and he impressed me. Like, cause that was my work method was like that. I was a grafter, like, you know what I mean? I stayed that extra hour. Razor done that. And then when Kieran told me the story as well, I went, I've got to be a part of this journey. I need that. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, so I can't tell you how proud of I am. Like, if he stopped boxing tomorrow, his journey and where he is now, I'll just go, fucking be proud of yourself, man. What you've come through, your life would destroy everyone. You know, 99% of people would not cope with what he's been through in life. And he's just proved that, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what goes wrong in life, there's always hope. And he's the best advert for that, for any young kid. That's an inspirational story, any young kid that's out there. Do you know what I mean? So I think, yeah, man, like, let's go and get them titles. I'm gonna tell you what the roadmap is for him. I want him to be at least 10-0 by the end of the year. I want him to be boxing for his first titles by the end of the year. I want him in an English title by the end of the year. I want him looking at British titles early part of next year. You know, I want to go down that traditional route. Then I want to move him on into international experience. Then we're going to be, the ultimate goal in, let's say, I don't know, the 3 years' time. In 3 years' time, if we can say, right, we're knocking on the door now for a world title, then great. You know, he's good, so it depends on how quick that development happens. But I do know that he will get there, but it's down to him, and we'll just watch as it goes and see how hard it is. By the way, tomorrow night, he's got a guy that's like 3 pounds heavier than him. This Brazilian guy that he's boxing, he's a tough kid.
He's ranked 200.
He's a tough kid. Like,
I'm 400 something, so that's a big jump for me.
Yeah, but it's not only that. You look at his record and go, right, he's 7 fights, 4 wins, 3 losses. You go, the kids that he's lost to are Olympians, and he's lost to them on points. He's pushed them. You know, he's a tough kid that keeps coming, and the 4 fights that he's won are by KO. So that tells you the confidence I've got in him and the confidence he's got in his own ability. Where he goes, look, he said to me, he's the guy that said, Spence, I need pushing on. I don't want to be fighting guys that have won 6, lost 40 and all that. I want to start, you know, getting recognition, respect where respect's due, because we could have took an easier option.
And Rosa, how much of your background and your journey do you take into the ring with you?
It's all about my back journey. It's all about, like, everything happened to me made me the person I am today. So I carry that, like, on a daily life and also inside the ring, you know, because my past just made me the man I am today, you know. Like, under pressure I still shine, you know. It's just, I'm just being me. So when I'm in that ring, everything is just like a flashback. Come on, I'm gonna fight. Yeah, that guy is standing between me and my dream. I'm gonna destroy you, man.
Listen, boxing is, I'm going to tell you now, boxing is 80% mental, 20% physical. We all train the same, we all work as hard, you know what I mean? He works harder than most. But what I'm saying is that physicality takes you so far. When you get into those penultimate rounds, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I've been there before, so I know what I'm talking about. When you get to those rounds, it's not about the fucking technical ability you got, it's about the mental strength you've got. His mental strength is impregnated in him from a young age, through the life that he had, through the journey that he went on. That will take him to where he needs to go. That will take him to become a champion, because it's not that's where it's at. Razor's got that ability to go, if he's like in a 12-round fight and he's 8 rounds down, he'll keep fucking pushing to that final bell till he gets that victory. He's one of those fighters that will not, like, get disheartened, you know, if something's not going right, something's going wrong. So, you know, I can't respect him enough for the journey he's been on. It's incredible.
Well, that's tomorrow night. Tell everyone where to follow you.
Razor Ali with double I at the end, in Instagram. Come and support my journey from the beginning, and you see a superstar in the making.
There you have it.
Listen, look, we're on the early part of the card tomorrow night, where it's not about, he's not going to be fighting in front of 15,000 people, but he's going to be fighting at a stadium. And do you know what the dream is? To be topping the bill at a stadium himself one day, and I believe that he can do that. So yeah, follow the journey.
Yes,
follow the journey.